We are going to take a look at how to edit and add new pages. Come over here to Pages and hover over it, and then you can click on All Pages to see the pages that are already on the website. We have a couple of drafts there that are needed at this point. We have all the pages that you see on the website: admissions, blog, careers, contact, donate, frequently asked questions. All these things that you see on the website are right here. So if you want to go in, you want to change something. We have frequently asked questions, for instance. We go in to this page, and you're going to see that we have, naturally, all of the frequently asked questions listed here. And we decide, actually at this point we're serving boys of a different age. We come in, we change the number, and then it is changed, but not instantly. Anytime that you're going to make a change that is going to go live, you click Update. Prior to that time, you can always click Preview to see what has already been changed and what has been changed here in the draft mode. And we see here that it has the 10 there, as we want it to. You can change some other things within this as well. You can make any sort of changes you'd make in a word processing program. We can make something bold, and we can make it a different color. We can make it so that it is of a certain header type style. We can give it a different background for certain parts so that something is highlighted. And these aren't necessarily looks that we're actually wanting to go for at this moment, but we're just wanting to give you an idea of how this works. If you can use Microsoft Word, you should be able to use these things here to be able to format the text that you're looking at. You see that these changes have taken place over here, just as we want them to. Let's say that in the middle of this we want to add a photo. That's not something you necessarily want in this, but if you did, you could do it. You go to Add Media, and then within the Media Library, then you have all these photos here. These have already been uploaded. You can add your own new photos by going to Upload Files and clicking Select Files, and then you'll have a list of your files just like you would any other time. I'm using an Apple computer, and so mine might look a little different right here than yours, but it's still the same idea. You select your files, you upload them. We decided we want to have a picture of a motorcycle here, not because we really need a picture of a motorcycle here, but why not? And so we do a thumbnail size. You can also do medium or full size, and in a moment you can customize it to any size that you want within this page. We don't really want that to be right in the center, though. We want it to be floating over to the left so that the rest of the text wraps around it. I'm going to click Preview Changes, and we see that over here we have this motorcycle within there. It doesn't look terribly good. You can mess around with it, though, until it does look just the way you want it to, although I'm not precisely sure in what way we're going to ever make a motorcycle look good in this context. But anytime you make a change right here, you can always click Preview, see what it looks like, see if it's how you want it to be. It looks a little better. But it's not going to be live until you click Update. If you make all these changes but you do not click Update, it will not be live. You must click Update before it will change in that way. Over here on the right side we have page attributes, and so we have parent, and so we can make it so that we have parent and children pages. And in the context of this website, then that doesn't make any difference on what happens for the end user, but it could make it easier for you to organize what is happening within your website. You don't need to worry about order. You could set a featured image. There wouldn't be a particular reason to for these pages the way we have it set up right now. Now in post, that's something you'll very much want to do, and we'll look at that in a different video. But right now, there would be no reason to do that. Down here, we have this thing called Yoast SEO, and when you see Yoast, then that means that you can improve your search engine optimization. That means that you will rank higher in Google if you have everything set up in the right way. What we can do is we can say that there's a focus keyword for this page, and then in this case we're going to say that it is FAQs. And that's what we're wanting to have our focus be about. And so we do FAQs, and then we have the default title right there, FAQs, Good Samaritan Boys Ranch. That's all good. And the meta description, if you don't do anything else with it, will just be what comes from the top. But we could enter our own custom description that goes underneath it when people search here. And so we could say something like, looking for answers to common questions for GSBR. We have answers to your FAQs. And then we see here that we have some focus keyword usage, article heading, we got it, page title, page URL, meta description, we have FAQs there in all those places. But the content, we don't have it in there. And so we might say it's not necessary, we might say it is necessary, and we might add it in there. Either way is fine. We don't have to always follow exactly what it says. Now, what we want to do here is actually undo these things that we did earlier. And so we're going to go through this process real quick, because I do not want to save those things. But I do want to update what's going on this page so you can see something more about how the SEO works here. Okay, now down here, we can go to page analysis. It wouldn't have been accurate if we wouldn't have done this. And we can see these things that tell us how effective is our page. We don't have any images. It'd be good to add one if there's one that makes sense, because I deleted that motorcycle image, Keyword is not in the first paragraph. Keyword density is low. Copy score is too difficult to read. Okay, so there's these different things that are suggestions from them. You don't need to follow them all, but in general, you want it to get closer to having all green and a little bit of yellow, maybe a touch of orange. Reds are not something you normally want to be having on there. And you can make some other changes over here for more advanced changes, not necessarily something that you need to worry about. And then over here, for social media purposes, then you can give it a different title. If you don't want to use what is the default title, the default image, then you can upload your own things here or enter in your own things here. And that can be pretty useful in some contexts. Now, this one's not one that's going to be shared on Facebook all that much anyway, so we're not too concerned about it. And we also are going to get rid of this description that we had. Not necessarily what we're actually wanting for this page. I'm going to leave that to you all to work through. It can be very useful. It does take some time, but it can be useful, and in the long run it can lead toward a greater number of donations coming your way. Click Update. Now we're back to the way that this page was originally. We're going to click Preview one more time just to make sure that everything really did come back to the way it was supposed to be, and it looks like it is. If you want to add a new page, it's really quite simple. You click Add New Page. And where it says Enter Title here, then you enter the title there. So then we can say New Page. Down here, you enter in all your content like we saw on the last page. And you can add in some other things in here too that can be quite nice. We already looked at images. You can also add a gallery. And we have another video that's about the gallery, how to use that precisely, but we have one already set up here. And so we can insert that gallery right there. Let's preview it, see what it looks like. Got those nice photos there. But let's say we don't just want a gallery. We want a page that is a multimedia experience. And so then beneath the gallery, then we're going to insert a slider. And so we're going to insert the homepage slider right there. By clicking Rev Slider and then clicking the slider that we want. Now we have a beautiful page going on here. It's not really beautiful, but we do want to see how these different things work. Now after all that, you know that everyone's excited and they want to fill out a form for you. And so you go here and you select your form. We're going to say we want our contact form. We don't want the form title or the description in this case, but we do want Ajax enabled because it makes it smoother. And then we're going to prepare this. We're going to preview this rather. And now we have our form right there in the page as well, just as we want it to be. You can also enter media, insert media as we had said before. Make any sort of links that you want to make within this by clicking this nice little link button. You can find pages from within your site, or you can enter in your own custom link. Now we have a beautiful new page just waiting to be published. But I'm going to hold off on publishing that just in case you don't want this to be a part of your website. And we will stick with the ones that we already have pre-approved from the building process before. And so we're going to move this to the trash. Oh, by the way, up here, we have this thing here where we can have our status be draft, pending review. For visibility, we can have it be public, password protected, or private. And for publishing, you can have it published right now, or you can set it to publish sometime in the future. Or you can also set it to be sometime in the past. In this case, though, we just want to move it to the trash because we're done with this page. That's how you add and edit pages. If you ever have any questions, difficulties, concerns, feel free to email us or text us, and we will be happy to get back to you as soon as possible, and we will get you on the road toward being able to use your new website effectively.